Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and showing you guys the new cat eye collection from Not Polish. Firstly, I just want to start off by saying how much I love this packaging. Like, just look at the glitter at the top, the little drips. I love everything about it. It just feels so nice and neat. And I love to save my packaging. Whenever I get packages like this, I love to save them because I feel like they are just so pretty to throw away. But getting into the gel polishes, this here is what it looks like. It comes with 8 cat eye gels, and also it comes with its own magnet. As you can see on this magnet, I have never seen this on any other magnet, so this was pretty nice. It shows you which side is like the positive and the negative sides, so you know which side pushes or pull the cat eye gel effect. I think that would be really helpful to beginners if you know how to work it. I'm just quickly gonna show you guys what these colors look like. I did feel like these are some really pretty cat eye gels. They also feel a little bit thinner to me than like usual cat eye gels. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see it within the swatches. Like this one here, it just looks a little bit more on the thinner side. And also I am aware that these gel polishes would look a little bit better, or you could probably see it a little bit better with like a background underneath. Ideally, I feel like they would look better with black. So keep that in mind when you are working with cat eye gels, but just for the sake of the video, I am applying them to clear swatches and then just showing you guys a little bit of the push and pull from the cat eye magnet. I really like the consistency of it. Like I said, it feels a little bit thinner. If you were to go in with multiple layers, or like depending on how you want the cat eye effect to be, if you need multiple layers, you can do the design cure and go on with another one. If that was the case, the consistency being a little bit thinner really helps because it doesn't make the gel polish layers too thick and bulky. So I really like that. And also the magnet was really easy to use. But when it comes to cat eye gels, like, I am not the best, and you guys will see that when it comes to the design. So I did just try to do my best on like doing my nails, but I'll get into that when I actually started. But for the swatches, I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and watch the rest of these play out. Basically just showing you guys how easy it is to move around the pigments. And I will have these linked down below in my description box. If you want to save some money off, feel free to use my discount code, which is nails by Key 10 on the Not Polish website. So something that really stuck out to me getting into this last gel polish here, so like I said, all of these are cat eye gels, but just opening this up from the start, it looked a little bit different to me. And as you guys can see, as I'm swatching it, it does look a little bit more opaque. So I kind of looked at the bottle, I was like, wait, is this a cat eye gel? And it still is. I'm not sure why this one is a little bit more opaque than the rest, but I really like it. That way you can see like more of the pink, and you don't necessarily have to go in with like a background color. And I would like if all of the shades were like that, just like a little bit more opaque. It will make it a lot easier for me, but I guess with them being a little bit more sheer, that does bring a lot more diversity to how you are able to incorporate these colors into your design. But this is what they look like, super pretty, and you are able to see the cat eye effect a little bit more even without like the background colors, so that's pretty nice as well. And like I said, they will be linked down below if you guys want to check them out. But getting into my nails, I'm going to be using these 𝚤𝚙𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 almond nails that I got from Amazon. I will be linking these in my Amazon storefront, so if you like them or want to check them out, I'll have them linked down there. But I'm going to be using these today. I love how they're on the script, kind of like the BT Art Box nails. I really love that. It's really convenient when sizing your nails out. And just taking an overall look of these nails, they are seemingly to be like pre-prepped. They have that matte finish, which you don't need to like buff over the surface or anything. But you can also go in with that step if you would like to. But for today's video, I'm not going to be doing any of the nail prep. As you can see, my nails I already got on my peel off base just to make the process go by a little bit faster. And I am sizing out my nails. I just went ahead and start sizing them out, and the sizing is always the same. You want to make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. If you can't find one that fits properly or exact, always go with a bigger size and customize it with a hand file to make it fit a little bit better. And something that I didn't really know, like I didn't really expect these nails to be like this flimsy or bendy. At the cuticle area, you kind of want them to be flexible, but not this flexible throughout the entire nail. They do feel a little bit flat. I don't feel like they have an apex at all, but I'm still going to use them just because that's just what I plan for today's video. And I am going to be using the Gel X method to apply them. So I did pick out the Not Polished Press It Gel, which goes to their Press It nail kit. I really like this. It has a really thick consistency. And see, I'm just going to be using this to apply them. I am using my Kiara Sky sensor light to apply them. Just like always, you want to put a little bit of gel right there in the cuticle part of the nail. And once you have enough, you don't want to put a lot because it can cause lots of spilling, and you will have to clean it up, or you might create allergies, or all of that stuff. So be careful with how much you put inside the nail tip. And once you put it inside the tip, you want to start at the cuticle area. For me, it's easier to start at an angle. That way, once I start to press it down, the gel doesn't spill backwards, if that makes sense. And then once I have it straight, I'll go ahead and put it underneath the light for a few seconds and then move on to my next nail. Once I have them all applied, I do give them another 30 to 60 second cure in a bigger lamp just to make sure they are all nice and secure. One thing that really draws me to the Gel X method is how easy it is to apply and how fast it is. Like literally, it took me just about like 4 minutes just to apply these in like real time. Of course, I have it like chopped up a little bit, but it did not take me long at all to apply these. Like even with sizing them out, like all of that included my peel off base, letting it dry. Like it was just so fast. I really love Gel X method. Here on my thumb, I did have a little bit of spillage, so before it completely cures underneath my flash curing lamp, I did just go ahead and like wipe it away, remove it before it fully cures to my skin. And once I finish putting them into my bigger lamp, this is how they look. I love, like for some reason, I am just starting to love almond nails like in this length, which is why I actually bought these from Amazon. Like I just wanted some nice almond nails. But the only downside to these nails is look at them from the side view. They have no apex. They are really thin and they are really flimsy. I mean, if you just want something like really quick to do to your nails, I feel like they won't be that bad. But if you want these to last, if you want an apex, if you want them to look really nice quality, I would not recommend wearing these alone, which is why I did decide to do a polygel overlay. So I did get this polygel here from a cart, and I'm just going to be doing a really quick and simple overlay on top of these Gel X nails. And this part is pretty easy. It's just like applying them to nail tips. When it came to applying this, I didn't really focus much on the apex. I kind of just wanted something to just cover the entire nail. But of course, making the apex just a little bit higher up than the rest of the nail. But for the most part, I just wanted to cover the nail so it wasn't like super thin. So I'm just going to be doing that, working this polygel over the entire Gel X nail. Then once I spread it out all over, I do start to smooth it down. And believe it or not, one of the hardest parts for me when doing this was trying to keep that almond shape. But once I eventually got it to my liking, the first nail, I went ahead and cured that in place for 30 seconds in my not polished lamp. And then I'm just moving on to the next nail, of course, just doing the same thing. And that's pretty much all I am doing. It didn't take a lot of polygel either, so it was easy to work with. And also with this being Makartt polygel, like I said, this is my favorite polygel hands down because of the consistency and how easy it is to move without it like running and flooding the cuticles and everything. So that just made it even better and easy to use, which made my process go by a lot faster. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue adding the polygel to all of my nails, which I will just let you guys go ahead and watch. So here I'm just finishing up my last nail. I did do my thumb off camera, and this is pretty much what it looks like. I really love how pretty this color is. It doesn't give like too much opacity. It's kind of like a more natural like nail bed color. I really love it. And this will also be linked down below in my Amazon storefront. But now that I got all of my application done, I did do my hand filing off camera just to make the filing part go a little bit faster. And here you see me using my not polished e-file to file the rest of my nails. And this part is mainly just sealing in my cuticle area, debulking the nails, cleaning up underneath them a little bit, and just kind of shaping them a little bit more to my liking. When it comes to the filing part, I never really have to explain that much because like I don't really know how else to explain the filing part. It just kind of seems self-explanatory, but I do like to say I never file too much in one spot. And I also make sure to look at my nails from all angles and make sure like one side isn't too lumpy, or make sure this part isn't, you know, uneven with the others. And that's pretty much how I file. I always start with my hand file to get the shape of the nail. I feel like if I start to debulk the nail first, it would just kind of throw me off. So I like to figure out how my shape look first, and then that way I can figure out like the thickness, how low to like debulk, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much all I got for the filing part, and I will just let you guys watch the rest of this play out. If you are enjoying today's video so far, make sure to go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. So after I do like file my nails, I do like to wipe away all of the dust like I'm doing here, and I do like to go back in with a hand file before I buff my nails, just to make sure everything is nice and clean, or as neat as possible as I can get it. So once I finished filing my nails, I did go in with a hand file again, and then I buffed over the surface, and this is how the nails look. Thickness wise, they look a lot better than how they look with just the Gel X nail. Like, they were just so flat, like it was not pretty at all. So adding that overlay definitely helped the structure of the nails. And pretty much I'm just gonna be doing a quick and simple cat eye gel effect. Well, I say that now, but during this process it wasn't so easy and simple, because like I said, when it comes to cat eye gels, for me, I just cannot, like, I don't know what it is, I just don't know how to control the magnet. And even with this cat eye magnet from Not Polish, it has like the positive and negative like signs on it, so you know which side pushes and pull. I guess like even that was kind of difficult to me. So firstly, I am starting to apply this gel polish. I did decide to go with this light blue color here, which I think is called like 2 a.m. breakfast. I really like this one, and I did put it on the tip, and as you guys see, I'm taking like this little sponge, kind of ombre sponge, just to ombre it up a little bit. And the ideal cat eye effect I was going for was to bring the cat eye effect like just around the perimeter of my nail, if that makes sense, kind of like a French, but on like the borders of my nails. And you'll kind of see what I'm trying to do like throughout it, but it was just like not happening. It just kept disappearing when I put the magnet too close. And I did try like a lot off camera. Everything you guys see in this video isn't even all I did to try to perfect these nails. Like, I did some of it off camera. You'll see some nails look a little bit different when I come back to frame. That's because I went off camera to kind of fix it up a little bit. But yeah, I was just having a hard time when it came to these nails, so I feel like this was the perfect time to just play around with it and just do what I could to, you know, just make myself better at cat eye gel nails. So in all honesty, I feel like this was the perfect video to just kind of play around with it and just get used to how the gel polish like pushes and pulls with certain parts of the magnet. And in this moment, I did take a long time on my index nail. I feel like this one was like the nail I practiced on the most. And as a beginner, not necessarily a beginner, because I have been using cat eye gels for a little bit now, but like I still haven't got it down packed, so I guess I am pretty much still a beginner. It's just not gonna happen overnight. And like, I don't know why the cat eye is just so hard for me, and I'm not being hard on myself, so please do not say I'm being hard on myself. I'm just accepting the fact that I just can't get it like in the first few tries. Like, I do need help with it, and I do need some time to like get it even better. But overall, like, once I finish my nails, I am satisfied with them, but I'll let you guys know a little bit more about that once I get it done. And for this design, I did see this on Pinterest, and since I did unbox the Not Polished Cat Eye Gel collection, I just thought this was the perfect time to, you know, just practice my cat eye gel. And I will pop the video in like right here so you guys can see what I was going for. And a little bit on my middle nail, the one I'm doing now, you guys can see a little bit of what exactly I was going for, kind of like the video, making the effect around the borders. And I think that was my easiest nail, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but I think I was using the circle part of the magnet instead of like the rectangle. So it just kind of, like, I don't know, it's just kind of different for each design I try to do. But I did make sure to like try all parts and basically just do what works. But for the most part, I did just do what I could with each part of the nail. If it worked for this nail, I did go ahead and do it, but sometimes on the next nail it just didn't work. So you know, I just did what I could to make this design what I needed it to be, or at least as decent as I could get it. And for this effect, like the reason for putting it around the border, as you guys saw in the video, if I move my hands like up and down, you guys get to see like the effect kind of like shift from the tip of the nail to like the center of the nail, and that's kind of what I was going for, just because I feel like I don't do cat eye gels enough, and I'm always doing like that same little S or squiggly cat eye effect, which is pretty much honestly the only design I'm pretty much good at. So trying this was definitely a challenge, but overall, once I finished my designs, I really did like how it looked. So in the moment, I was a little bit frustrated, but overall, I did feel like I liked the process, because without like the practice, I wouldn't be able to, you know, get them where I needed it to be. So yeah, it does take a little minute for me, but overall I don't really mind it. And I did only stick to this blue color just because I was inspired by the video. As you guys saw when I popped it on the screen, they did use like this blue color, so I really like how it kind of looks like a starry night. So yeah, I did stick to just this blue. I do plan to use the other colors in the future, especially the last pink that I swatched, because I really like how it looks more opaque and I feel like I could probably do more with it. So I really like that one and I want to use that one in a set. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. And I know that kind of felt like one big rant, so sorry for having you guys sit through that. But yeah, I'm just finishing up my thumb here, and once I finish, and if it wasn't obvious, I did cure all of my nails separately once I was done, so I didn't mess up the design, and then move on to the next one. And once I was pretty much satisfied with how all of my cat eye gel nails look, this is how they come out to be. And right now I wasn't really liking it as much, so I am going to be taking this metal embossed gel, also from Not Polished, and just creating some nail art. Nothing special, like literally it's just my go-to like 4-pointed stars and some dots. Since I was kind of inspired by like a night sky, kind of like, you know, a galaxy, just because of how this effect look on my nails, I did think to just go with some silver stars and dots. I feel like that kind of play into it nice. And now that I got my nail art applied, I am going to be applying some top coat. The top coat I'm using is from Tones. This one is a really great top coat. For some reason, when my nail area or like my nail shed gets cold, my not polished top coat just gets like really thick and I'm unable to use it. So I didn't end up using that one. I just decided to use this one because it's also one I really like. And I'm just adding my top coat all at once, and then as you guys see, I have some rhinestones behind me, so I'm going to be applying those just like 3 scattered out like towards the top of my nails, just to keep them from looking really plain. I feel like the bling would be nice. And they could also act as potentially like 3D stars in my quote-unquote night starry sky, I guess. Now I'm just applying some cuticle oil. This cuticle oil is from Not Polished. I don't really use this one that often, but when I do use it, I'm always happy to go back to it because I really love how it feels. And once I rub that in, this is how the nails look. Right now, they don't look too much like anything in just regular light, but of course, once I move my hands and like this little motion, you can see like how the shift of the gel polish kind of shifts from the tip to the center of the nail, and that's pretty much what I was going for. Like I said, since I was able to achieve that, I was really happy at how these nails turned out. And this here is in flash, like without all of my lighting and my ring lights and things. This is just my phone flashlight, and you can see the effect a lot more, and I'm just so obsessed with how they look in direct flash. And you can also see it in the sunlight as well. So yeah, like I said, I really did love how these turned out. The process of these nails wasn't the best, but eventually I did get it to my liking, and I'm really happy about that. And also I did also like them because like just wearing them like around the house, every time I would like catch a glimpse of them, they kind of remind me of like the Korean style nails, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like they're really cute and like dainty. And yeah, I just really love them overall. So yeah, that pretty much concludes today's video. Everything I use will be linked down below. Make sure to check out the links and also my Amazon storefront. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you made it to the end, let me know what you guys thought about today's video. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.